Hey people, if you're not subbed to, I'll show you, Vaxxed TV, I suggest that you come across and pretty much sub to them because they're keeping right on top of what's happening with vaccines and whatever. And as you can see, I'm not even halfway through this one, but I basically, you guys know when I come across something that needs to be shared, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get a strike, but it is worth watching to see how, what, where. And the thing is, at the 18-minute mark on this particular video, what comes into conversation is something that I did a video on a little while back. And if you missed that, maybe you want to go back and have a look at it, maybe not, it's up to you. A video on Dark Winter, which was a military exercise. That exercise pretty much describes exactly what we're living today. But they bring it up for the simple fact, apparently, that Biden brought up the exercise in one of his speeches. This video went up 12 hours ago, so you might want to watch that. And also, one before that, I think it was a day ago, same channel, which is this one here, where they're going to, hang on, let me move this down so you can see it, or move this up. Urgent alert, predatorial bill trying to something vaccinate children behind parents' back. If you listen to that, I tell you what, it is disturbing as to what is happening around us. And hence is why I think I'm losing faith in YouTube, because I'm seeing just total waste of fucking time, drama, bullshit happening everywhere, when there is so much more important things that we should be concentrating on and pushing out to each other, so that, you know, because we're not all subbed to the same people, we're not all subbed to the same channels. But what, if anything, go across, well, if you don't want to sub to them, don't sub to them, but go across and watch those two particular videos, right? I think it's the last two videos that they put up. You can't miss them because, yeah, I just told you this one and I showed you the name of the other one. Also, too, the Dark Winter, which is this one here. It's this one here, which tells you about the actual exercise that the military were doing. But the reason that I'm showing you this is not just because this is, I'll leave a link in the description of all the pages. I did leave links to Dark Winter underneath the video that I did on a while back. But when you read this, don't just read through it, okay? Because it'll show you this is what you're living. You know, this was an exercise for them. And yeah, I guess somebody got carried away and decided, hey, let's do this shit for real. Because we're living that. But when you come across words, for example, here, Atlantic Storm, and it's underlined and whatever, means it's a clickable link, don't just continue reading this and leave it. Go to these different links that are in here, and it'll give you information on other so-called exercises that they did on the public, which they're obviously implementing all of this now. These exercises have been going on for freaking ages. I mean, most of you have heard of Event 201, which is here. You've got Clade X, you've got the SARS pandemic, Atlantic Storm. Obviously, the one that I'm on is Dark Winter. But don't be of the mindset, people, that this is never going to happen. Don't be one of those. It's already starting. And like I said, it's, to me, it's sad to watch people waste time on pathetic bullshit when we're at a point very soon, or we will be at a point very soon, where you're going to have to make a stand. And I keep pushing the same thing. There is no more on the fence. Oh, I'm doing this today because I need to get food for my kids or whatever. At what point do you say no? At what point? What's it going to take? Or are you just going to use that excuse over and over again, and at the same time lose yourself in all of it? You need to think about it, and you need to think about it quick. You need to do something about it, whether that be to start stocking up on food, at least for a minimum. My guess would be a minimum of 6 months. At least that will give you time. It'll give you time to see what's going to happen around you, as to whether the people will stand up or they won't stand up. If not that, if you can do something other than just store food, my suggestion is that you do that. Do what you can, because this is not just conversation. This is happening, whether you want to believe it or not. It's happening. For every day that goes by, it's happening. They're pushing their plan, their agenda forward. They're pushing it forward while most people sit back and don't give a shit. They find other things way more important. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm sitting back and I'm watching this and I'm thinking, at what point? Well, what is it going to take? Is it going to take where they literally round people up and you go through like the little runways that you load sheep or cattle with? Is it, they're going to have people going through those where they inject everybody? Don't think that it won't happen. You might laugh at that. You might call it stupid, but hey, back when all of this COVID stuff started, I came out and I said, this is not what they're saying it is. It's not. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And people were saying, oh, no, it's not. This is going on, whatever, da-da-da. How can you say that? All the rest of it. Well, where are we now? Where are we now? But anyway, one can only but put it out there. One can't force people to listen. One can't force anybody to change their mind. But they will get at your children. That's a definite. One way or another, they will get your kids. And this isn't about, for them, this isn't about whether your child is hurt or not hurt. They don't care. That's the thing that you don't seem to get. They don't fucking care. They don't care if you gave birth to a normal child and then took it for a vaccine that they put in front of you, and then something happens to that child. Well, it's too late to cry. It's too late to fucking cry. You can't say I didn't know any better, because, as I've said, this isn't anymore. We can't say that what is in the Bible where it says, my people will die from a lack of knowledge. That's not the case. The knowledge is there. People will die from a lack of wanting to be open-minded, from being lazy and not wanting to research not wanting to read. People can't put their differences aside long enough to listen to somebody and go, well, hang on a minute, right? As daft as something might sound, let me go check. Even if you go check out of spite and go, oh, I'm gonna make sure that what this guy is saying is a load of shit. Even if you go check for that fucking reason, you just might find something that will open your mind. You might find something that will make you think, hang on a fucking minute. Hang on a fucking minute. Time is one thing that we don't have anymore, people. We just don't. You know, we do not have time. This is happening fast. It's happening fast. They know that people slowly, here, there, and everywhere, a small amount of people are waking up, okay, when you look at things on a global level, okay, that people are waking up, so they increase the speed of all of this. They've got to get this done before everybody wakes up. Because if everybody wakes up to it, the game is over. Game is over. But like I said, what I found interesting was that at approximately the 18-minute mark in this particular video that you're looking at there, the guy, that they actually bring up Biden and Biden talking about dark winter. But again, like I said, I did a video on it. If you watched it, thank you. If not, maybe you can go back and watch it or do your own research. I will leave the links in the description. But these two videos you need to watch. This one here, how they're going to vaccinate your children without parental consent. Apparently the bill is in Parliament or whatever at the moment, or trying to get pushed through. So if you've got the time, pop on over, sub to them, and watch those two videos that I just told you. It's called Vaxxed TV, that's the channel name. And watch those two videos. Anyway, I'll catch you on the upside.